Avengers Doomsday, Part 5, Fractured Realities. Hello, I'm Morgan. Welcome back to my channel. Now we will start the next story. The universe had stopped obeying any rules. Time, space, and even consciousness were breaking apart. The Avengers were no longer fighting a villain. They were trapped inside reality itself, a living, breathing predator that hunted them relentlessly. Doctor Strange opened his eyes to find a city folded upon itself, streets twisting in impossible angles. Buildings grew and shrank as if the laws of geometry were a cruel joke. Shadows of people flickered in and out of existence, reaching for him, whispering his name before vanishing into the void. Each whisper gnawed at his mind, erasing memories of who he was, who they were, what they had fought for. Thor ran through a wasteland that had no name. Mountains rose and fell with every step he took. Rivers poured backward into empty skies. Every swing of his hammer was met with silence. The air itself refused to transmit sound, leaving him deaf to the chaos around him. Lightning struck, but vanished before it could touch the ground. His powers were meaningless in this living nightmare. Spider-Man felt the city beneath him dissolve into thin air. Every web he shot unraveled mid-flight. Every person he tried to save blinked from existence before he could reach them. Fear became a physical weight pressing on his chest, squeezing until he felt like he was no longer there at all. Hulk's rage turned inward. The more he smashed, the more he realized that the universe wasn't an obstacle. It was a sentence. Every blow, every roar, every effort to fight back was simply feeding the void that was erasing him. Anger did not protect him. Strength did not protect him. Even existence itself did not protect him. And then came the fractures. Reality split into infinite shards, each a different version of the universe, each more distorted and horrifying than the last. In one, the Avengers existed but could not see each other, separated by walls of twisted space and time. In another, they aged decades in seconds, their bodies decaying as memories dissolved. In every shard, the erasure was absolute and inevitable. Dr. Doom appeared as calm and untouchable as ever, walking through the chaos. He was no longer a villain, no longer a hero. He was the single constant in a universe gone mad. He could not save them. He could not stop the erasure. He could only watch as existence itself devoured the beings he once knew. Strange tried to cast a spell to restore cohesion, to anchor a fragment of reality, but the universe laughed. Every incantation turned against him. Flames of magic devoured themselves. Spells twisted, creating illusions that tormented him, showing friends dead in ways that never happened, and timelines that should have been impossible. Each failure shredded his mind a little more. The Avengers tried desperately to communicate, but even thought betrayed them. Mental echoes were stolen by the void. Words dissolved into meaninglessness. Trust shattered because no one could remember the other. Alone in the fragments, each hero faced a personal hell, a unique torment designed by the very fabric of existence. Thor screamed into the void, but no one heard him. Peter Parker fell from buildings that no longer existed, caught only by memories that rejected his weight. Hulk tore at the ground that dissolved beneath him, feeling reality slipping through his hands. Cap's shield shattered before he could hold it, the metal itself forgetting its purpose. And then, everywhere at once, the universe whispered a final truth. Resistance is impossible. Survival is forbidden. You were never meant to exist. Every timeline, every reality, every possibility was being erased. The Avengers were becoming ghosts in worlds that had never had life. Memories of their victories, their losses, their bonds, all consumed by a void that felt alive, hungry, and merciless. Dr. Doom stood silent amidst the annihilation. He did not intervene, did not gloat. He only observed. The universe had claimed everything else. Only he remained, and he understood the terrible weight of inevitability. The Avengers, once symbols of hope, were gone. Not defeated, not killed, forgotten, unmade, erased from the multiverse, leaving behind nothing but absence. And in the unending darkness, the void whispered one last time, "This is not the end. This is only the beginning of true doomsday." That's the end of today's story. Wait for the next story, it will be uploaded soon. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.